All right, so I mentioned about what is performance economy. Just to summarize, performance economy is what you pay for. We are seeing a lot of companies who are moving to pay-as-you-go business models over here. And this is the slide that I shared where I talked about the 3 points that I mentioned, where how we see SaaS business models evolving, how recurring subscriptions have moved to more dynamic SaaS usage-based, and how good, better, best pricing has moved to more value-based pricing, and how customers are forcing you to pay for the value that you provide. And then, yeah, predictability of SaaS model is there. It's safe, it's predictable, but the more and more we are seeing that incremental value is going to be requested for best in class and so forth. So I used this slide as an example here for some of the companies who are really embracing this new performance economy. Blissfully is a company that helps you manage SaaS spend and compliance and understands what you're paying for. CMI is a company that is so confident in their healthcare and marketing solutions. Their pricing model is a percentage of lift of incremental revenue. And then 24/7 AI automates customer support that you only pay for what you use. Again, apologies for the sharing snafu, but I would love to hear comments, and I will respond later after my presentation on some of the business models that you guys are embracing today and some of the challenges that you are facing for pricing and evolution and so forth. This last slide was about a fellow sister portfolio company named 75F. They provide HVAC monitoring for overtime use, and they have a very innovative business model where you set your own time and you pay for what you use. Their software optimizes HVACs, so instead of having to pay set overtime fees, CRE operators can charge tenants what they use, basically. So this is an example of a business model in a performance economy, which is a win-win for you and your customer, because your customer absolutely will pay for what they use or for value they derive, but nobody wants to pay for services that they basically don't use and so forth. So this is summarizing our future, our vision for the future, where the future is a mix of automation, a platform play, and machine learning, and something that we have embraced a lot at Ordway on how we build our enterprise software, which is a platform for automation all the way from quote to cash, includes billing, payment processing, revenue recognition, the whole 9 yards. But our approach has always been take a Lego for software approach and build workflows that help people optimize and pay for what they really use and so forth. So I'm going to pause over here and stop my screen share to give people a second so I can also read some comments over here, which I was having trouble earlier and so forth. Awesome. Cool. There's no, so yeah, I think this is the end of my talk. I will certainly follow up with a lot of you guys later on, and feel free to reach out to me on LinkedIn and also on my email, which is sg@ordwaylabs.com.
Hi, Samir. I think you may have been looking at the whole event chat, not the session chat. There was one question I think that would definitely be great to answer just before you finish, which was from Shifra Cook. Because do you see in the chat that you can toggle between the event and the session?
Do you mind repeating the question for me, Oscar?
Yeah, no, sure. Shifra says, question for you. I'm using this business model at the moment and it's working really well. 100% customer retention. Now going for my first round of investment, and I've been told that investors want to see MRR, which is harder with this model. What's your view?
Yeah, that's a really good question. It really ends up because customers want to see recurring revenue, right? MRR is just a direct translation of recurring revenue. And if you are able to show that you are able to gain more revenue over time with this incremental revenue model, your investors will buy that. We use that model ourselves for sure. We also have a flat license platform fee, and then we have an incremental fee for the use of our platform and so forth. So investors actually do like that because we have been able to show incremental improvement in revenue by having a pure play SaaS offering, which a lot of customers are hesitant to sign up for. You will be signing up for more customers with this business model because they know they're paying less upfront, but more over time, essentially speaking, and so forth. But with some history of revenue, you will be able to articulate to your investors on MRR versus incremental revenue, transactional revenue on the platform.
Okay, that's brilliant. I think any other questions, Ordway have their booth here. Please visit them if you have any other questions related to this. Also in the chat, you can reach out to Samir personally, and I'm sure he'd be more than happy to answer any of your questions and discuss this further.